I'll leave it out, mate. I was only there for a couple of minutes.
It's a couple of minutes too long then, sir. It's a double yellow line.
Ain't you blokes got nothing better to do? Like nicking a few villains?
Just move the vehicle, please, sir. There is a removal truck in the area. Excuse me, madam.
Officer, is it all right to leave it here? Only it is an emergency.
What sort of emergency?
My little girl, she's with my mother, but she needs something from the chemist, urgently.
All right, I haven't seen you.
5 minutes, I promise.
I'll be round again.
Thanks.
Wait! What is it? 1-0 for birds and different for blokes? I'm reporting you, mate.
Andrew, this parking crackdown. All systems go?
Yes, sir.
Only I've got councillors Passad and Wilson from the Consultative Committee coming in later on. And I want to be able to report that we're giving it our best shot.
We are, considering.
Considering what, Andrew?
3 burglaries, a fail to stop, 2 thefts from vehicles, a criminal damage.
All right, spare me the details. Who have we got on it, apart from the wardens, that is?
Steve Loxton and Dave Quinnen.
And
No one.
this is meant to be a major initiative, Andrew. I thought that had been made clear.
Yes, sir, and on the day, they're all I can spare.
Yeah, but Loxton and Quinnen?
You did ask for experienced officers.
Not 2 Rottweilers.
I don't know if you're interested, mate. I've just seen this geezer climbing into that slope place down by the river.
Got much more to do?
Quite a bit, I'm afraid.
Hang on. Excuse me, sir, but I'm afraid you can't park here.
It's all right, Inspector. I have an appointment with the Chief Superintendent.
You've cleared it, then?
Well, not as such,
Then
but...
I'm very sorry, sir, but I'll have to ask you to move it. This yard is strictly for police vehicles only, as the sign by the entrance said.
Look, do you know who I am? Eric Wilson. Councillor Eric Wilson on a police consultative committee?
That's as maybe, Mr. Wilson, but I'm afraid you'll still have to move your vehicle. There's a car park out front.
It's full.
Then there's a public car park about 100 yards down on the right.
I know. I was one of those responsible for putting it there. What's your name, Inspector?
Monroe, sir.
Well, Inspector Monroe, I shall make sure Mr. Brownlow knows exactly why I'm late for our meeting.
I'll tell him you're on your way. Sir.
You weren't there. He was round the side.
What did he look like?
Young, late 20s maybe. Fair. Bit like you, in fact. Was carrying this sports bag, looked like.
What are you doing?
Are you the owner of this vehicle, madam?
Yes, but
It's illegally parked.
a policeman said I could leave it here.
Really?
Yes.
And, what policeman might that be then?
He's not here at the moment, but it's because it was an emergency. Look, stop!
What emergency? Wait! Oh, wait! What emergency?
My baby urgently needs these. Nappies. No!
Hey! On the boat! On the boat! Could you come here, please? Are you deaf or what?
Far enough.
Did you hear me call him? Can you tell me what you're doing here, sir? This is private property.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Good question. What am I doing?
doing myself in, officer.
But he said I could park here!
Look, madam, all I know is it's illegally parked. That's why we're removing the vehicle. To get it back, you will have to go to the Galata Street Pound.
And how much is that going to cost?
That's 105 for the removal plus 30 for the ticket.
135 quid, you must be joking!
Look, if you want it back...
But this is stupid, it's
Look,
here now!
Madam, I'm sorry, but once the wheels are off the ground, I cannot release the vehicle. Except in exceptional circumstances, you will have to go to the pound.
But when I got here, the wheels weren't off the ground!
Sorry, there's nothing I can do.
Look, you... Whoa.
Let go, please.
These are exceptional circumstances then. I've got a 3-month-old baby at home.
Alone?
That is not the point. She needs these nappies badly.
You'll have to go to the pound. You're lucky I don't arrest you.
You couldn't care less, could you?
Bus stop's over there. I'm arresting you for assault.
So what's the problem?
No problem. No point me living, that's all.
Why is that?
Failed. Job, flat, family, everything.
So you got family then? Kids? They don't want to lose their dad, do they?
363 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead.
Where are you?
I'm still at Parker's.
Do you need any assistance?
No! Negative, I'm dealing.
Long gone before they get here anyway.
Terribly sorry to be late, gentlemen. Unforgivable.
That's all right. Coffee?
Thank you. Black, please.
Derek?
Galling thing is, but for one of your inspectors, I'd have been early.
Oh?
Munro refused point blank to let me park downstairs, and then a public car park was full. Thank you. And quite frankly, Chief Superintendent, with officers like that, I'm not surprised the Met finds it so difficult making friends.
Mate of mine fell in here once. Just down there. Mickey.
What happened?
Got him out.
That's lucky.
4 minutes, they reckon. That's all you've got.
Mickey what? Your mate?
Low.
No, he worked here, did he? And you?
Got a push. Year ago, before it went under.
Nothing since?
Dead. Then the flat went. Couldn't keep up the mortgage.
Yeah, it's tough.
Weren't my fault.
Yeah, well, things are picking up now, aren't they?
No closer, I promise.
What's the point of doing yourself in just when things are getting better?
Never get better for me, Steve. Jinxed.
So have you got any witnesses to this assault?
Only the removals truck driver. None of the public wanted to know, of course.
I'm not surprised.
But what else could I do, Sarge, eh? I mean, she was well out of order.
My solicitor will be here shortly.
Right. How long?
About an hour.
Gary, number 2.
Come on.
Just a moment. You're not going to put me in a cell.
You've been arrested for assaulting a police officer, Mrs. Scott. That's a very serious offence. I am not having members of the public striking my officers for any reason.
This is ludicrous.
Look, no matter how bad things look now, another day they'll look totally different.
Oh, it's no good.
No, wait. What about your wife? What's her name?
She don't care. Threw me out.
We could get her down here. You could talk about it, sort it out.
Like my dad said once, no woman wants a loser.
What's her name?
Jackie.
We could get her down here easy.
She don't want me.
So, you had a fight?
A fight? A fight? No.
Look, just talk to her. Give it another go.
No, I'm no good for her or the kids.
Well, what have you got to lose?
No. It's better like this. Clean over. Everything.
But you'd like to get back, wouldn't you? You and Jackie. And the kids. Try again. Fresh start. How about it? Sierra Oscar from 363 receiving.
Go ahead, Steve.
Manning River at Parker's Slate Company. Urgent assistance required.
So what did you see exactly, Mr. Little?
Oh, when I got here, the two of them were just talking, like, you know, on the barge. Just sort of keeled over.
He didn't jump.
Hard to say. Didn't look like it. He just stood there watching. Trying to help or nothing.
Yeah, well, we're advised not to risk life needlessly.
That right?
No joy.
Yeah, that just about sums it up. Take that back for us, will you?
Sure. And you want a lift?
I'm walking.
The simple fact, Councillor Wilson, as you well know, is that local traders won't accept any proposals that could reduce customers' access.
Neither will my constituents accept the fact, Councillor Prasad, that more and more cars from out of the area are clogging up residential streets.
Sir. Is it okay if I stay with this drowning, sir? Notify the next of kin.
Parking tickets that dull?
No, it's not. It's just that I was there, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Your solicitor's here.
Ian Clark. About 30, tallish, fair hair. Right. Do you know the address? No, it's okay. I'll ring the council. Right. Yep. Yep, thank you. Goodbye. Cheers.
You okay?
Why shouldn't I be?
Some geezer topped himself in front of you. Not exactly pleasant, is it? Was suicide, wasn't it?
Have you looked in there?
It's just a load of rocks.
Yeah, well, Chummy was piling them in his pockets as we talked.
That's all right, then.
Thanks.
What I mean is, don't worry about what that witness said. Lindell, you did the right thing.
I know.
Going in would have been suicide.
I know. Right now, I'm trying to contact the bloke's family, okay?
No, absolutely not.
But if you don't admit that you're guilty, then it'll go to trial.
Good. Then we'll see who the court believes, won't we?
You're not denying that you hit me.
You don't have to answer that, Mrs. Scott. All my client is saying, Constable, is that when the bench hears how a policeman told her she could park her car there, and she did, and how another policeman then came along and started to remove her vehicle onto a removals truck and wouldn't let it down even though she got there before the wheels were off the ground, and how she was on an urgent trip for her little 3-month-old baby who was crying at home in considerable pain with nappy rash, well, they might look rather unfavourably on your actions. They might even wonder why you've wasted their time bringing the case before them at all.
Oh, sir.
Dave.
This is Salt, female motorist. Still swears a copper said she could park on a double yellow.
It doesn't give her the right to hit you.
Well, yeah, I know, but well, it puts it in a different light, though, doesn't it? For the court.
Court? She's not going to accept a caution.
I reckon they're trying to face us down.
Could it have been Steve?
He wouldn't let her pump the park on a double yellow. He's worse than me.
Well, why not ask him? He's around somewhere.
If you're talking about Steve Loxton, I saw him go out a couple of minutes ago.
Look, either way, it's very simple. If she won't accept a caution for the assault, it's court or no further action. Hmm? Yes, Bob?
Yes, sir, this case.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. Well, I'm afraid I've been unable to consult yet with the officer who you may have spoken with this morning. But even if he does confirm your story...
It's not a story, Constable.
Your version of events, then, that still leaves the assault, for which there are a number of witnesses.
The lorry driver.
Amongst others. So I would strongly advise that you accept a caution for the assault, and then the whole thing will be over with. I mean, it's the simplest thing all round.
For you, Constable, yes. But not for Mrs. Scott.
Sorry?
Well, quite apart from the fact that I'm sure she'd rather not have a criminal record. According to her, when she got back to her car, you hadn't yet started loading it onto your vehicle. So you were under no obligation to go through with the action of removing it. And since Mrs. Scott was clearly willing to move it herself, in law, you had no reason to take it away.
So, it seems I could have good grounds for an official complaint.
Looks like it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Scratch here. Lana done it, didn't you? Why?
Well, I have to inform you, Mrs. Clark, that a man we believe to be your husband went into the River Thames today by Parker's slate yard. He's now missing.
What do you mean, went in?
Went into the river.
You mean he's dead?
We can't say that unless we find a body. I'm sorry. River Police are still searching, but...
Pratt. Done himself in? What are we going to do now? He always said he would. If things didn't get better, like this hole he got us in. Go on then, I said. Give us all a rest. Bastard.
It's not definite that it was suicide.
No, it was.
According to witnesses, he could have just fallen in.
No. I mean, what was he doing there? It's closed down, isn't it? And it's just to spite me and the kids. These witnesses didn't try to help him then?
Too dangerous, apparently.
Nah. No one ever felt like helping him. Trouble, really.
Are you sure you don't want to admit the assault and accept the caution?
I'm astonished that you're going ahead with this, Sergeant.
Rosalind Scott, you are charged on the 23rd of August, 1993, at Casbury Road, Sun Hill.
That's him! That's the one who said I could park there!
Steve, this lady says you told her she could park her Fiat Uno on a double yellow line this morning.
No.
You liar! He's lying!
Steve. Sorry. Steve, don't just walk away. We could have a problem here.
Look, I never gave her permission. I just said I'd turn a blind eye for 5 minutes.
Oh, brilliant! Me and the truck only turned up and tried to remove her motor.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right, oh. So she weren't too pleased when she came back. She assaulted me, as a matter of fact, and now she wants to make a complaint
Yeah, well, if
against
she
me.
assaulted you, what is it you're worried about?
Look, just stop a minute. I'm not worried. I could just do without it, that's all. What I want to know is why you didn't tell us about the Fiat.
I was called off on a shout.
But you knew I was round the corner.
I was busy! OK?
Steve, a word, please. My office.
Yes, sir.
Shut the door. Right. I take it Dave's filled you in on Mrs. Scott and her Uno.
Yes, sir.
Well, don't worry about what happened later. You were called to an emergency and that takes precedence over anything. But as Mrs. Scott is kicking up a stink, I'd like to know what you said to her and when, exactly.
She was parked on a double yellow line. She said she needed 5 minutes to go to the chemist to get something for her kid urgently. Basically, I turned a blind eye. I said I'd be back in 5 minutes. About 15 minutes later, I was about to write out a ticket when I was called away.
You're sure it was 15 minutes?
Yes, sir. I'd just given a ticket when I saw the Uno, and that was at 9:29. I was about to write out a ticket for the Uno at 9:46 when a bloke came up to me and told me about the suspect at Parker's.
Well, it's something. Thanks. You've informed the next of kin?
Yes, sir. Wife.
How did she take it?
She wasn't exactly heartbroken, sir.
And how are you?
Me, I'm all right.
Only it's not easy, not going in to help, is it?
No, sir.
You did the right thing, Steve. You did your best, and he didn't want to know. Might as well jump after someone who's chucked himself in front of a train as going to the river.
But what if he didn't mean it? What if he fell?
From what I've heard, he'd been drinking, right?
Yeah.
And he went there deliberately, of his own accord, and stood right by the river. Well then, accident or suicide, you're not responsible for his death. Only he is. What?
I was just remembering last winter when I went into the canal and my coat got waterlogged. I nearly drowned.
Yes.
And I was looking at him in the water today, and I was thinking, it could have been me, you know?
You did the right thing, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Most instructive.
Well, I'm only sorry we weren't able to make more progress.
Oh, I think we made progress.
At least we're clearer now about the realities.
Oh, we're always happy to listen to ideas from the local community, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, and help where we can.
We're only sorry we can't stay for lunch.
Oh, well, another time perhaps.
Yes.
Goodbye. Bye.
My baby's screaming with nappy rash. And I rush out to buy her some new nappies. And I end up being flung in a cell, kept waiting around for hours, treated like I'm a piece of dirt. And then they were the guy who, though I don't know, who could have sorted everything out, eventually turns up. He just denies the whole thing and walks away.
PC Loxton?
Yeah.
Well, if any of my officers have been rude or discourteous, you can take it from me that I will deal with them. But PC Loxton was probably preoccupied because he'd just returned from informing a woman that her husband is probably dead, drowned in the Thames. He was busy trying to stop the man throwing himself in when he should have been guarding your Uno. Sorry. So, Mrs. Scott, before deciding whether you want to make a complaint or go to court, perhaps you should bear in mind that sometimes we do actually have better things to do than spend our time dealing with other people's parking problems.
Tea, please. Look, Steve, I'm sorry about mouthing off earlier. I mean, obviously, if I'd have known, I wouldn't
just forget it.
Ah, there you are. Well, you'll be pleased to know, Dave, that after some thought, Mrs. Scott has decided to accept a caution after all, and won't be proceeding with her complaint either.
That's great. How'd you swing that, sir?
Now, let's just say that reason prevailed. But next time, a little more common sense all round,
How are my two Rottweilers, then? Two less for lunch next door, Flo. Busy morning?
Sir.
Sir.
Well, good. Keep it up. And no quarter given, all right? Andrew, please.